After liberals throw temper tantrum over steel tariff, Trump shuts them up for good. By Robert Rich from Madwall.com. The left has been taking part in a blowdown attack after hearing about the proposed new tariff on steel. Too bad for them. Things just blew up in their faces as President Donald Trump shut them up for good. Things are heating up as President Trump continues to barrel down the tracks on his mission to make America great again. Most recently, liberal winners all across the world, like Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, have been left downright furious after the US President revealed plans to tariff both steel and aluminium. Right now, leftist politicians in the European Union and Canada are up in arms and have been dished out a few threats of their own. Too bad for them. Trump is holding his ground. Even better yet, he is unfazed in his America First policy as he unrolls the new plans. Although some countries were hoping for an exemption if they were to export enough steel to the US, Trump has officially put his foot down. However, things just got worse for those already expressing outrage over Trump's tariff plans. According to most recent reports, Trump just shut everyone up for good after what is happening in both Illinois and Kentucky. Of course, those who don't like the idea would not be too happy, but for America, this is pretty extraordinary. As it turns out, the tariff is already doing what it is supposed to do. In fact, Jesse Gary, the executive vice president at Century Aluminum, told Trish Regan on Fox Business Network that Century Aluminum is already looking to hire 300 new employees in Western Kentucky because of what is going on. Let's see the video.
An economist, but my next guest says, you know what, the president is right. We need these tariffs because we got to protect American workers. Here to explain, executive president of Century Aluminum, Jesse Gary. Jesse, welcome.
It was a very humbling experience to be there with him.
And you came out of that thinking what, Jesse?
What we came out of it thinking was that this is a president who
Okay, so praising the president for protecting the interests of America and those in need of work here, Gary is not the only one bringing about good news. As it turns out, other companies have the same sentiments in mind. In all, US Steel is looking to restart 2 blast furnaces and recall 500 employees back to work in Illinois. Although it may take up to 4 years to get the plants running at full capacity, that's quite a number of jobs being given back to the American people. Of course, the company's leaders are praising Trump for increasing competition here in the US. Our Granite City Works facility and employers, as well as the surrounding community, have suffered too long from the unending waves of unfairly traded steel products that have flooded US markets. US Steel President and Chief Executive Officer David B. Burwitt said in a statement that has since been shared by Global Newswire. The country was founded on great principles that really came to light during the industrial age. We are makers and builders who craft the greatest things in the world. However, companies have settled for lower qualities simply because it's cheaper. Too bad for them. That's about to change for a few things.